Hi, my name is Usman, and in today's video training we will be looking at new features that are released in PHP 8. So let's see what's new in PHP 8. First is the named arguments. You can now specify only required parameters, skipping optional ones, and arguments are order independent and self-documented. Previously in HTML7 you had to specify all the required parameters, and now you can skip optional ones, and now they are order independent and self-documented. The second feature is the attributes. Instead of PHP doc annotations, you can use structured metadata with PHP's native syntax. Previously you had to comment the function this way in PHP 7, but now you can use the hash to document the whole string in one line in a structured metadata way. The third one is the constructor property promotion. This is an important one. Basically, you will have less boilerplate code to define and initialize properties. Previously in PHP 7, you have to define the class variables just before the constructor and then initialize them within the constructor. But now you can do this very precisely, and you can define the constructor and define the class variable and initialize them in one line. This is a very good feature, and it will increase the code clarity and manageability. The next is union types. Instead of PHP doc annotations for a combination of types, you can now use native union type declarations that are validated at runtime. So previously you can see we had to define the class variable before the constructor, like private number, and then we use the constructor to receive the parameter and then assign the parameter to this private property. And when we ran the number object for the number class nan, we got OK. But now if we do this in PHP 8, we will get a type error because we have defined our acceptance data types in the constructor. The next thing is match expression. Before, if you had to match a floating number like 8.0 with this within the chain of if-else statements or switch case statements, you could do this like in a switch statement, and then you had to write all this code. But now you have the match expression. You just need to pass the floating point as a parameter in the match function, and following that you had to pass in the values of optional parameters that can be matched with this floating number. The mu match is similar to switch and has the following features. Match is an expression, meaning its results can be stored in a variable or returned. Match branches only support single line expressions and do not need a break statement. Match does strict comparisons. The next we have is a nullsafe operator. If you look at the code on the left hand side of PHP 7, you can see how hard it was to chain a conditions within the if nested structure. But now it's very easy and you can do it in just one line. Instead of null check conditions, you can now use a chain of calls with the new null safe operator, When the evaluation of one element in the chain fails, the execution of the entire chain aborts and the entire chain evaluates to null. Then we have Saner string to number comparisons. When comparing to a numeric string, PHP 8 uses a number comparison. Otherwise, it converts the number to a string and uses a string comparison. Let's look at consistent type errors for internal functions. Most of the internal functions now throw an error exception if the validation of the parameter fails. PHP 8 introduces two JIT compilation engines. Tracing JIT, the most promises of the two, shows about 3 times better performance on synthetic benchmarks and 1.5 to 2 times improvement on some specific long-running applications. Typical application performance is on par with PHP 7.4. So you can see the benchmarking of some of the features. Then there are some new classes, interfaces and function introduced in PHP 8, and there are a lot of improvements PHP 8. For further exploration and knowledge, you can visit this page. I will include this URL in this video's description so you can visit it and explore it on your own. I hope you liked this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you then. Bye.